moment with Microsoft Teams. Okay, we are recording. Mr. Tham, when was the first time you ever got in contact with Pernod Ricard and their products and their services and experience offerings? Can you recall that?
First time ever? Well, I must have tried some Martell brandy, I don't know, 20 years back maybe?
Years back.
Maybe.
Was there a special occasion?
Yeah, but to be actually participating in a Pernod Ricard dinner, with the experience of the pairing of the brandy, that was my first time. Was that 3 weeks ago, I think? A couple of weeks ago, yeah.
Oh, so just very recently.
Yeah, yeah.
How did you get there, or what triggered that? Were you contacted? Did they get in touch with you, or were you somehow flagged on their customer list, or how did that come? Because you're not just.
I was actually invited by the marketing director of Pernod Ricard.
And did you know them before?
Sorry, did I know what before?
Did you know the marketing director before, or was it an
yes, I knew her before. Yeah, I knew her before. Yes.
Ah, okay. So in what context, if I may inquire?
I think she knows that I love drinking, so yeah, probably that's the reason. Yeah.
Yeah. What is your drink of choice, if I may inquire?
To be honest, I do actually prefer wine, red wine in particular.
Okay.
Yeah, not so much of cognac or brandy. Yeah, I do take them, but not so much. So I'm more of a wine person.
Uh-huh. Where do you source your wine, if I may inquire?
I buy it directly from a wine importer. Yeah, so I don't buy retail because I think they give me a better rate.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you buy in bulk and in larger quantities.
Well, not very large, maybe 2 dozens at a time, 20 bottles. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's significant. Are they owned for your own consumption and collection?
Own consumption.
Mm-hmm. So you're not using them for gifting, sharing, or anything?
Because I host a lot of poker night on the weekend with my friends.
Oh, that is
So they come to my house and I'll just serve them red wine and trying to make them drunk so I could win.
take advantage of them.
But most of the time I make myself drunk first.
So it's a double loss, so to say. So it also has then how should I say, kind of a social surrounding to it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And your friends are all wine lovers, or?
Not really. Not really. Some of them do like whiskey more. Some of them do like brandy more. Yeah.
But you serve only wine on these occasions, or
For
do
me,
you?
I like beer, wine. I take some whiskey too sometimes.
Yeah.
To be honest, brandy is the lower. Um, I take lesser brandy as
Yeah.
compared to whiskey. Yeah, or wine and beer.
Uh-huh. Let me ask you something. When do you drink your cognac or your brandy? Is there a special way you drink it? Because we know when you look around the globe, everybody consumes it in different occasions and in different ways. How do you like your cognac and your brandy, your Martell?
How do I like it? Like, how do I
Yeah,
drink it? I usually drink it as it is, neat, or at
yeah,
most maybe just 1 cube of ice. I don't like it too diluted.
yeah.
Yeah.
And on what occasion do you have it, like as a digestif after dinner, or?
To be honest, like I said, because I do prefer wine or beer. So most
Yeah.
of the time when I consume brandy is when my friend orders a bottle or when they
Ah,
bring a bottle, and then I don't mind. I'll just drink with them. But on my own, to be honest, I seldom order one.
Yeah, so it would never be your first choice, so to
Yep.
say.
Yep.
Oh. So you like your wine, which you get from your importer. Is there any preference that you have there? A certain region, a certain
Yeah,
style?
mostly French wine. Mostly
Mhm.
French wine. Particular region, not really. I think the left bank is it's okay, you know, something more. Yeah. Occasionally I do take um some Aussie wine as well, but I do prefer French.
Okay,
The oval, yeah.
okay. Have you ever thought about choosing California or trying Sonoma Valley or Napa Valley wine?
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Where did you acquire your expertise for wine, if I may ask?
I think I wouldn't call it expertise, but uh, I started drinking wine when I was studying in Australia. I know it's not the best region, but yeah, because I studied there for 5 years, 6 years, and wine was easily accessible, and they were cheap. They were available anywhere, and
Okay.
yeah.
So your palate and everything is based upon this experience
Yeah,
and
I
your
started from Aussie wine. Yeah, more on the new world, less complex, more full body. Started from
yeah.
there. Then now I'm exploring more of the old world wine, more of the French wines. Yeah.
Ah, what triggered that interest? I mean, it's there. I'm sure there are a lot of people in the region, but not everybody is picking up wine, or the affinity for wine. What triggered that? What made you think, oh, this is interesting. Let's try that stuff?
Well, I guess it just happened. You know, I kind of enjoy the flavor, and you know, I like to have a meal with the with some red wine. Yeah, it just happened. Yeah.
So
And then
you
over here, I think in Malaysia, when we drink brandy, it's usually in the club, in
okay?
like a karaoke bar, you know, and then my
Yeah.
friends will order a package of 3 to 5 bottles of brandy, Martell or Hennessy. And then sometimes you play some silly games and you just down it by the shot. It's I don't think it's a way of enjoying it, but it's just to simply make us drunk. Yeah. So that's very common here. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yeah,
kind
whereas
of a
when it
ritual.
comes to actually appreciating the taste, then I like my wine, you know, at my dinner or even I drink it at home, and, you know, with my wife sometimes, you know, she likes red wine too. Yeah.
Oh, good for her. Yeah. So it's more if you want to enjoy and if it's a part of, how shall I say, the overall tasting experience, it's wine and you're at
Yep.
home with the
Yep.
selected friends. But Remy Martin or Martel comes in place when you go out with your buddies and you're just going to have a good time. It's like they
Yeah.
it and you're like, yeah, fine. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. So it
Yeah.
has different functions, so to say, different context. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that makes sense. So you buy wine. So how did you flag up for Pernod Ricard? I mean, you mentioned that the marketing director, Trisha, correct? Probably.
No, I think it's her superior,
Yeah.
Faye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She pretty much picked you up. Did you
Yep.
know her?
No, I did not. She knows that I'm always out and about drinking, so she
Okay.
just told me that there's this dinner coming up. Would I be interested? And I said, why not? Yeah.
Yeah. How did you feel about getting this kind of invitation?
I think it was fun. You know, occasionally I do attend some of these events. Sometimes I've been to a Hennessy one. It was
Yeah.
similar, but Hennessy, yeah. I think it's great. You know, it's um, a few aspects. I mean, the social part of it. You get to meet people, and secondly, I think it's a good opportunity to learn more about the drink, because, like I said, I don't know much about cognac and brandy, so I think it's a good opportunity to find out more.
Okay, so it's in a way it's educational too, which you
Yep.
appreciate.
Yep.
Why do you appreciate that part of it? Why is that important to you?
Well, if I don't learn, then I will never, you know, I will never fall for it. I will never learn to appreciate it. Yeah. My dad actually bought quite many bottles of brandy, and he left it in my house, and I put it on the cabinet for display. But I will never touch them because I don't know how to appreciate, unless until there's someone to actually educate and share with me. Yeah, then yeah.
So you appreciated the opportunity to gain more insight.
Yes.
Was it the same with your wine? Was there also like a kind of barrier before you knew more and then you went there?
Yeah, I
Or
think wine was I've only been to the similar event. I think maybe only once for wine. But other than that, was a lot of self-learning. It was just self-exploration with friends, perhaps. Then we talk about it a little bit, and then it's more on just a self-palate. Then we find out, discover slowly. Yeah.
yeah, so you're kind of self-studied.
Yeah.
Because that's not
Yeah.
very easy to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I
well
take a
done.
bit of whiskey. I take a bit of whiskey as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like for whiskey. I like the how do you pronounce that? The Islay or
Yeah.
Isla? Yeah, that region, which is more peaty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah, interesting. So you know your stuff. Definitely. Yeah.
a
Which
little
is
bit.
great. So how was the event?
It was great. It was great fun. It was very well organized.
What did you get out of it? When you say, oh, this was great, I come back because of XYZ.
Well, I think first of all, the social aspect of it was fine. Was great. We get to meet people, and
Mhm.
second of all, yeah, I start to understand more about a different type of brandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they served us the cordon bleu, and then the cordon bleu extra, which I never had before. So I tried it and I tasted the difference, and I thought, okay, well, before this I had almost clueless about brandy. Yeah,
Oh, great. So it was, first of all, the social aspect to
yeah,
meet other, how shall I say, fellow appreciators
yep,
of good spirits. Then you mentioned the education part.
yep.
Was there something else, like the setting? Was it in a particular context? Was it something you appreciate, like a place where if you
Yeah,
have
yeah. The venue was great. It was great. It was a great place. And
was
after dinner, we actually went on to like a party area of the hotel and had more drinks there, and then that was great. It was great fun.
okay. So definitely the enjoyment part is a
Yeah,
great part of the experience to enjoy it together, you
yeah.
know. Okay. If it would be solitary, it wouldn't be the same, would it be?
Nah.
Uh, how many people were at the event? Because you also have some restrictions, don't you, courtesy of
Yeah,
COVID?
yeah. I think not too many that night. I can't remember exactly. I think our table we had 6 people. Our table.
Yeah,
So what? How many tables there? Four or five only. Not too many.
yeah. Do you think it's the right number, or do you like bigger crowds, or this was the
I think
right?
with the current situation with COVID, then obviously not too much of a big crowd. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, will you come back again if they
Yes, why
invite?
not? Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So
And I
when you
bought a few. I ordered a few bottles of brandy of Martell that night,
yeah.
so I like to understand further. Yeah.
Ah, there you go. So it immediately had a, how shall I say, a lasting effect on you that you say, ah, try more of this.
Yeah, I'll try. Yeah, I'll try to understand better. Yeah.
Hmm. Did you have an opportunity yet? Did they arrive yet? Because it
No,
only,
not yet. They say they will. I think they will send it to me tomorrow. I think.
okay.
Yeah.
So when they come, will you try some, or do you have already an occasion in mind where you will try it?
Yeah, maybe on my dad's birthday, I'll let him try with me. Yeah.
Oh, he would be very happy about that because he put the other one on the top of your shell. Yeah, I'm sure he will enjoy that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. That's great to hear. So it is very. We always find that spirits have something that brings people together.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
That's good stuff. Yeah. So, so you ordered some.
Yep.
And what do you think about Pernod Ricard in general? Because they cannot source your wine, clearly, because it's not their specialty. When somebody says, oh, do you have someone you can recommend? Do they come to mind, or do you say, oh, I have my importer of wine, and if you want to know something there, here are the people from Pernod Ricard?
Yeah, I do have I do have a lot of friends who drink, and then some of my friends they do prefer cognac or
Yeah.
brandy. Yeah, and I actually mentioned to them, hey, I know the guys at Pernod Ricard. Maybe I could pass you the contact. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it has a positive impact on your word of mouth, so to say, or almost a
Uh-huh.
recommendation. Okay. Let me ask you something. Based upon your expertise with all the spirits and with all the people there, where do you think the Pernod Ricard does really a good job? And where do you believe they could improve upon?
That's a tough one. uh,
Because you also mentioned you had the Hennessy
yeah,
event
Hennessy.
where you can
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
compare and contrast and say, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think the Hennessy dinner was some time ago. Was while quite a few years back. It was great as well. It was a great similar experience, great dinner and all that. Um, I think maybe perhaps if I could suggest um, a little bit more education on the drink would be
Yeah.
great. Like the appreciation of each drink, rather than just a dinner and then okay, we're serving this now, we're serving that now, but maybe a little bit more information on what's so great about this drink. How should we drink it? What's the best way to drink it? Is it on the rock?
Yeah.
A, is it a drop of water, or is it a cube of ice? A bit more on that information. I think that would be really helpful for us
Okay.
to appreciate it. Yeah.
That's a great suggestion. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the drop of water comes from your whiskey background, clearly.
It was,
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Anything else that comes to mind?
no, not at the moment.
No? Okay. Well, Mr. Tom, thank you so very much for sharing that with me
No
and with
worries.
us.
No worries.
And if you, I wanted to ask you, because we will be summarizing and synthesizing the findings from fellow appreciators of fine spirits like you in a report, and will provide an executive summary. Would you like to have a copy of this executive
Oh,
summary?
yes, why not? Yes, yes, please. Can you send a copy to me, to my email? Yeah.
Absolutely, we will do that. It will take some time, forgive us, scientists, we are very meticulous, very rigorous, which also means it can take a little bit longer,
No
but
worries.
we'll do our best. So thanks
Appreciate it.
again for taking the time. I appreciate you talking to us, and I wish you a marvelous afternoon.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, take care, and good luck
Bye.
with the poker nights.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.